Taurus, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We'll take an issue, something we know, something we don't know. Recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end there'll be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your second house, this could be for you. Again, guys, thank you once for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, all the ways you support the channel. It's wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All the information is in the description box. I'm back in familiar surroundings, so the private reads are now reopened based on UK time. So if you do wish, do check it out. Yeah, let's dive in. What's going on with you guys? Let's do one more. Okay, Taurus. We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. Oh, I know what we're going to be talking about. Interesting. Venus in Scorpio. So Venus meets Pluto. I have just been to, my last few days was in Cuba on my Pluto line, my Venus-Pluto line. And it was interesting. So, what do we know? What don't we know? Recent past. Might be seeing a lot of mirrored numbers. Advice. And potential outcome. Lots of sevens. 7, 7, 7. 6 of Cups. Queen of Discs, 7 of Wands, the Fool, the 5 of Swords, and Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Strength and Chariot. Okay. Interesting. Right, so 7 of Cups, Venus meets Pluto. I went on the Pluto line. I'm a Capricorn, so Pluto in Capricorn is, and I've got it at 29 degrees, so quite a significant energy for me, and it's an energy of. So you can put this to anything in your life. It doesn't have to be about Pluto, but remember the lesson from this and flip it as you see fit. So I got there and immediately I got into a taxi and I was taken for a complete ride in the sense of it cost me far more than it should have done, and it left me very angry. I'm not gonna lie. It left me feeling not so pleasant. And then it dawned on me that I'm there for a reason. I chose Pluto for a lesson. I chose to face fears. And I chose, Pluto. There's a lot of corruption in Cuba. And Pluto is in Capricorn. The negative aspects of Capricorn is corruption, governments, those type of things. And no offense to Capricorns, that is the shadow aspect. And it was when I realized on my way back to the airport, the same thing was happening again. I was going to be charged a ridiculous amount when it was very unfair. And all of a sudden I heard what happened last time. Was it fixed when you overreacted, with anger, with frustration? And obviously the answer was no. And I kept on hearing, do something Pluto, do something Pluto, which threw me at first, but a few minutes of thinking about it, do something Pluto. Well, Pluto is death and rebirth, it's regeneration. So I went straight to the gym at the hotel and I lifted heavy weights. The whole process of building muscle is to tear the muscle to then rebuild stronger. Within minutes of coming out of the gym, a new taxi was available for me, a better quality. It was one of the Cuban old-fashioned cars at the fair price. It's because I recognised the power I had over the energy at play. When you face something and not let it overwhelm you and overcome you, everything aligns, everything moves out of your way. So how that pertains for you in your life is recognising in these struggles in life how do we react? Do we let outside circumstances dictate how we receive the energy, or do we have full control? I think you're going to recognize how powerful you are here, and moving forward, it's going to have you dive into deeper shadows of the moon, which I'll get to in a second, and really come out the other side and start walking your own path. There's something about walking your own path here. So we've got the Seven of Cups. What we're aware of is the Seven of Pentacles. In this deck is Lord of Failure. My thing for you was Pluto. My description for you. Saturn in the Seven of Pentacles is Saturn in Taurus. So this could be a Saturn energy. This could be, Saturn rules the 10th house. Where's our career? Is it focused on somebody else's path? The 10th house is also the father. Is it something that we're still connected with our father, or some sort of patriarchal role, or maybe a boss of some kind? It's people in positions of authority. Maybe it's our relationship with people in authority. Pluto could be challenging that with the Saturn aspect here. What we're not aware of is the Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn, power. Where do we give our power away? I gave my power away immediately on that first day by getting frustrated and angry. I didn't do anything rash or anything like that, but the emotion was there and it got me nowhere. I was just left seething, until I relaxed again. So where do we give our power away? You're being asked to look at something here, look at something quite clearly. In the recent past is the Four of Swords. It's a card of truce. It's kind of pointing for me karma, because it's Jupiter in Libra, which is the Wheel of Fortune meets justice. Libra energy at the moment is the South Node. What's fated? There's something fated and repeating in your life that's happened, and it's something that the universe is trying to get you to recognize. Are you seeing repeated numbers? Are you seeing the repeated numbers because you're repeating certain patterns? Who knows? Your advice is the Hermit. All answers are within. If you listen closely, which I didn't the first time round, but when the second time round came and I calmed myself down with breath, I could hear the clear guidance. Do something different with the energy. Again, Pluto's perfect example. One of my favourite aspects of Pluto is the death and rebirth. How do tear a muscle, rebuild a muscle? It grows back stronger, it grows back bigger. Let the failures of life make you grow back bigger. Recognize where we give our power away in our failures. Is it a fear of failure? Is it the fear that we need to face? The outcome is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords in this deck is futility, but for me it's standing out as the Moon in Aquarius. Moon in Aquarius is, right, in the Moonology, show the world the real you. Bring love into the situation. When we feel anger, bring love into the situation. Find compassion. At the end of the day, when I took a full step back from it, I realised, okay, the first taxi driver, it went OTT. However, the reason why is because of the corruption in the country, and they're forced into a position because of how the dynamics work with a bit of naivety. I was there 10 years ago and there used to be a separate convertible peso, which I didn't realise they'd scrapped. So I went in quite naive, and the whole system is geared against its people, essentially. And there's something about finding compassion that they had to make a living that way, and it's not their fault that what the value of that is completely different from what the value looks to us. It's a whole dynamic. I'm not going to get into it. But it's when it's finding compassion, find that love, find that compassion. And the second time round, when I calmed the nervous system, took breath, went in, appeased Pluto by doing some weightlifting, everything it was like I might as well have stepped out of the gym, and then someone just laid a carpet out in front of me for me to walk into the correct process. It's also here to say as well that you're on the right path. You will recognise this. The moon is diving deep. The Star card next to the Hermit would be following your true north, following your true nature. And there's something about, yes, I'm hearing, is it Ralph Waldo Emerson? Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. And we do that by going within. We do that by seeking the Hermit's message. Breath, calm the nervous system, and then we just recognize the repeated patterns. We recognize where we give power away. And when you do, you're going to move into the moon with Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, the bottom card was the Queen of Wands, which is just gaining in confidence. So let's check out the moon, let's check out the star, because that's where you're heading. The moon is with Temperance and the Lovers. Wow, balance. I looked up, it was 11:11 there. So you are heading into some sort of really diving into mirrored aspects, shadow energy, and coming out the other side as something extremely balanced. That's amazing. This could be healing on a lot of levels. For me as a reader, if you connect with the healing angelics, we've got Temperance with Lovers would be Archangel Raphael. Beautiful. And the Star card is with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords, which is perfect. This is healing frustration, healing anger, healing sorrow, just seeing the past and looking at it in a very different light. Mars in Gemini, the Tower meets the Lovers. Saturn in Libra, Saturn meets Justice. And again, we're back to that Saturn karma cycle, repeating patterns. When you do this, you call truce to something, and when you add truce with the Three of Swords, you get the Seven of Swords with the moon in Aquarius. Six of Cups, there is something good that comes from this with the Queen of Discs. This is something very, very grounded. Amazing. There is something wonderful to take away from all this this dynamic. Again, look to your charts. We've got Venus in Scorpio here with Pluto. So we've got Venus and Pluto. We've got the Sun here. We've got Jupiter here. We've got the Moon here. We've got Saturn. We've got the Sun here twice. And again, we've got the Sun wedged between Scorpio and Capricorn. So Capricorn and Scorpio is Pluto in Scorpio, Pluto in Capricorn, as we currently are. We're at 28 degrees, moving into a 29th degree, and then it's out for another 248 years, except for 6 weeks at the end of next year. Amazing stuff. So, in your extended, we're going to look at where this then leads you, which is somewhere absolutely amazing, I feel. Cut the deck. Peace. A win-win outcome is forecast. Two of Swords. Just balance. Moon, the High Priestess meets Justice. It's like the High Priestess is saying you've got off the karma wheel, because you're recognising where you give your power away. I like it. So we'll see where you're heading after recognising this. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if this resonates. We have Saturn in Taurus, Venus in Scorpio, Sun in Capricorn, Jupiter in Libra, Virgo, Moon in Aquarius, Sun in Scorpio, Mars in Leo, Gemini Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, Jupiter in Gemini, Mars in Pisces, and there you guys are with, look at that. Awesome. So you guys with the Hierophant is wedged between the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups. The High Priestess is saying you get off the karma wheel and you jump into the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, let me know. See you soon. Ooh, we've got Swords, we've got Cups, we've got Pentacles, and we've got Wands. Everyone's here. Those are your standouts. Take care. See you soon. Bye.